A little too overconfident on my first one.
And we are live. This is Apex This GT3 Sundays. We're in round 3 at Watkins Glen. I'm your host, TPR, with my best bud Matt here in the booth with me, not racing tonight.
Hey, evening, everyone.
Yeah. We're lit. We're live. Hype. We got viewers in the chat. If you're joining us right now, we have 10 minutes of single car qualifying just starting. Everyone's running out onto the track to try to set their best time first and maybe try to get a safe lap in and then do a second lap afterwards. You can send it even harder. I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be tough track here at the revised Watkins Glen. New turn 1. Can't take it as wide anymore, so it's going to be interesting to see who's going to have a clean race tonight with no off tracks.
Yeah, we'll do some right on. Ooh, looks like Corey sent it a little too hard there on the out lap, and then the camera said, "Nope, we're gonna focus on someone else." Let's see. We'll ride on board with Kent Kruger from Big Dog Racing in the Miata here. Let's hop on to it. Where's my camera? I lied. Riding on board with Frank Klein in what I think is the new BMW. Yeah, that's the BMW.
BMW is one of the few front engine cars that we have running around this track. A lot easier to drive, but it can be tough to make fast. So, see how he competes with the Porsches and Ferraris. And just a reminder, we're not going to see John Miller, Brian DeVries, or Sam Swan qualifying tonight, as I believe they're our top 3 from last week. And then starting from the pits, we have Daniel Tillwill, Brandon Piper, JP Searle, and Matt Morehart. They should be serving penalties tonight. So they may qualify, those last few that are serving penalties, they may qualify, but they should start for the pit regardless.
Yeah, they're all in timeout. Maybe this week. It's Watkins Glen though, so starting from the pit might be better for you. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to be looking out. The turn 1, on cold tires, you have to take it a lot tighter unless you don't mind the off track. It's going to be a mess. And then you got not too far after that is the bus stop. So we'll see who's brave enough to really send it too wide in the bus stop. Just about get that done if everyone plays nice. And then you have a downhill left-hander, which I think is going to be the big spin-off area. The car gets really light on that downhill, and the rear end just wants to snap around, especially on the Porsches. So that's my prediction, is that downhill left-hander.
Ooh, and it looks like we're riding on board with Kevin Sandiego though. He might have just tapped the wall there and got a 0x. Not sure if that lap will count or not. Or maybe it was an out lap.
Yeah, this is the revised turn 1. As you can see, you have to stay on all 4 wheels on that rumble strip, or else you will get an off track. Any further, you're going to get your 1x.
We got some times coming in here. Jordan Johnson, fastest time. He's on pole position for now. Did a 1:45.15, and everyone else is falling in behind him. It looks like the top 10 drivers that have finished the lap so far are all within 2 seconds of each other.
Yeah, we should see some faster times come in. I believe 44 is the top of the chart in practice. This is the downhill I was talking about. It doesn't look like much, but it will catch you out. That slight downhill really likes to bring the rear end around, but Kevin handled it really well here. And another addition was that last turn, there used to be a concrete strip, the grip strip, where you can really have a lot of grip on the outside. Now it seems to be a bit more of a later apex on that turn, since they got rid of that grip strip. But Kevin's looking pretty good. 2 more turns to go. We'll see what times he has if we're going to get a 44 out of him here. Let's see, as he comes around the last turn, keeps it out of the wall. That's been really pushing. That's the last thing you want is get a 0x or 1x on that last wall.
And as expected, Kevin Sandiego just jumps to the top of the timing, but only just beats, who was second? Johnson. He beats Johnson by less than a tenth of a second. Sorry there. It updated his time to his last lap, which wasn't better. I was a little confused there for a moment, but it looks like Kevin's going to say that's good enough. We'll ride on with a few others on track.
Yeah, I'm really surprised Kevin went in. The fast times were 44 practice. So I'm surprised to see him in already. There was a few guys, I believe at least 4 or 5 guys in the 44s. So maybe he's running a bit of risk by bringing it in so early.
He could be getting in the car to send it for another lap. I think he got just enough time. He crossed the line that time to do another outlap and send it again for another qualifying lap.
Steve Shapiro just keeping it on those rumble strips. I think that's just enough to keep you from getting a 1x and having this lap still count. Tyler increases our field of view. That is a much better view.
Yeah, sorry about that. We'll fix that.
See him send it 5th and down to 4th. And you can really cut the right side of that bus stop. Well done, Steve. Yeah, he's rounding out the top 5 right now. Another strong driver coming up to this off-camber downhill. Well done. Car looks solidly planted here. Around the new turn, keeping it tight all the way around that turn. Didn't look like any kind of later apex there. So tight all around. And about 4 more corners to go. This corner is a great passing corner. Hard on the brakes, not too much that you're risking by going underneath somebody. So if there's going to be a lot of passing, I think it's going to be done in that corner. Not a whole lot of risk you're losing there. Steve has 2 more corners to go. Let's see if he can improve his position to, instead of top 5, maybe top 3. Keeps it out of the final wall. Not quite running it as far out as maybe he could. And an improvement, but not enough to improve his position. So he goes for another one.
Don't think he's going to have enough time to complete the next lap, but we'll see.
Yeah, he might be just shy.
Give me one moment.
I know it's showing Jordan Johnson's last lap. He's not in second with 46. I believe it was another 45.12. So just barely losing out the pole position, but he will be on front row as it stands. And it doesn't look like the track is quite gripped up enough for people to get back into the 44. So Kevin might be able to keep that pole position. We still got just a couple seconds over a minute, but I don't see really anyone improving on that time just yet.
I don't think anyone's going to be able to improve on that time, just based on the sector times for what I see here on from timing and scoring.
Craig Green runs that last turn in the Mercedes, another front engine car. Again, a much easier to drive car, but sometimes it's hard to make these front engine cars fast.
Yeah. And there it is. Kevin Sandiego bangs out another 44.8. You said it couldn't be done. Made you a liar.
He did. I was really suspicious that when he first didn't put down a 44, I knew he had it in him, and well into the 44s with the 44.8. So I think he's solidly on pole position. I don't know if anyone has enough time as we ride out. That is going to be it.
All right, and we can take a look at our grid here again. Not going to get through all the names, but on pole position, Kevin Sandiego with a 44.8, followed by Jordan Johnson and Greg Tassos. Corey Sandbag Mitchell in 4th place, and Steve Zeropo in 5th place, followed by Randy Sherwood, Donovan Smith, Jonathan Cooper in 8th place, Rob Campbell 9th place. Canadians starting next to each other on the grid, followed by admin Craig Ream, Troy Banks, and Bryant Lemke round out our top 12. Software does not want to play with me today. Come on. There we go. And we got JP Sue in 13th, Roman Bykoff in 14th place, followed by Michael Johnson, Brian Zinn, Richard Swindells, Kelly Greenhaw, Jason Meinhardt, Chad Cisnowski, Christopher Gargano, Bryson Lee. Oh, did I skip over Bjorn?
I
No.
think we missed
Oh.
Bjorn.
No, I didn't skip over Bjorn. I can hear chat from live in the game. That's my fault. I'll fix that in a moment. And in 23rd place, we have admin Kent Kruger of Big Dog Racing. Don't send it on the inside of him. Just kidding. Please do it. We love to watch it. And Brandon Bachman in 24th. Matt, I'll pass it over to you while I fix my audio problems.
Yeah, well, it looks like we're going to have a full pace lap around the track here. This is Watkins Glen. It's a just about 3.5 mile track, so they're going to have to watch their tire temps if they want to keep them nice and sticky for the first turn. And that's, for you Canadians out there, that's about 5.5 kilometers. But again, another very busy grid. Quite a few people here on a medium to large size track, so it's going to be interesting how everyone manages all the cars and all the traffic, especially if you're in that mid-pack. If you're in the front, you're probably safe. If you're in the rear, you can see the accidents happen, but unfortunately, if you're part of that mid-pack, you're going to be right inside that action, so you're going to have a lot of heads-up racing to keep it clean here. And if the software is right, I think we're at 48 total cars. So it is, as it moves on, I think we're at 50 cars.
Yeah. That's it. I'm not sure if all of those cars have grid for this race, but yeah, there were 50 people in practice. It was a lot. So we'll see, if my computer can handle that, as it is chugging right now with so many cars on track. But we'll also see if the grid can handle what's going on going into that, turn 2, 3, 4 at Watkins Glen with 50 cars following each other. It's going to be chaos.
Yeah, your GPU has a lot of work to do while it broadcasts this race, while also mining for your Bitcoins. So hopefully it doesn't catch fire.
Oh, come on, man. It's Dogecoin all the way.
And here we go, going through our pace lap again. Some people are going to weave to try and keep their tires warm, keep some temp in them. Some people just ride the brake and just try to keep those tires as warm as possible and sticky for that turn 1. Because again, it's a lot tighter now since the update. You used to be able to run that turn pretty wide without getting any kind of off tracks. And with Kevin Sandiego on the pole, you really don't want to get him, let him have too much gap on you. And just remember to the fans too, we should see a pit stop. These cars start with only 40% fuel. If they do get involved in a wreck, they have one quick repair, which means as soon as they get into the pit and they have damage, they can instant repair. After that, hopefully you don't bang up your car too much, because you could be in for a long repair. Or just completely finish your race out. And if you collect too many penalties, 17x, you'll have a drive-through penalty, which you'll have to serve by just simply driving through the pits, making for a very long lap. And again, with this new track, at turn 1, it can be very easy to start collecting incidences. You get tapped a couple times, you get a 4x, maybe 3x for each tap, and then you start getting 1x's on turn 1. Those things start adding up very quickly. So
I just want to
imagine
say
we'll see some 16x people.
this is the longest formation lap with this new update. The pace car does like 30 miles an hour slower than it should. It is unbearable. If you're watching with us, I know it's long. It's almost over. I hope.
So close. Unfortunately, I don't think we have anyone in our stream chat to show us any fun facts. But I do know Watkins Glen is close to the Finger Lakes area of New York. So maybe that's some fun tidbit. A lot of people get lost in the Finger Lakes, so be careful hiking out there, you guys. And we're getting close to done. It's going to be interesting, Kevin San Diego, to see when he wants to go. As soon as the car's off, it's up to him. So he can go right away or be nice and wait for the green flag, which everyone will get on their screens. So we'll see if he maybe a little bit of tactics.
It looks like
He's
the pace car
already
is
ahead a bit.
diving into the pit lane now. Welcome to the stream, Russell.
Oh, and he's going right away. No.
Oh no!
Third and fourth already. Is that Tassos and?
We'll come back to that. It's still happening back there. It's still happening, according to Watkins Glen doesn't disappoint, guys.
We didn't even make it to turn 1, and we already had some action. So it's all up to Johnson to stay with Kevin San Diego. Do not let him out of your sights. Keep him in range. We want to see some action at the top. We have two that are third and fourth trying to go too wide through the bus stop. And I don't see any changes in the telemetry, so I think they let each other by back there. Probably a smart move this early on.
Looks like we have there was a lot of action going on in the start of the lap as they slowly start to single file. I see some cars with damage there on the grid. We will come back and review this first lap. Just trying to stay with the leaders for the first lap and catch as much as we can.
Yeah, lots of live action right now. And as everyone made it through that downhill turn, so not as I was expecting. Everyone being very ginger around there. As we look at Brian Zim making a move on Coop, like I said, that's a real safe turn to make a move on. You get an easy pass done there, as you have the draft and the inside. Coop having to give away a lot of...
It appears
spaces.
Jonathan Cooper's car has a little bit of damage on that front left. He probably got tangled up.
Hender's missing.
So we get ready to finish this first lap here.
Is he going to try and dive in the pits? He might not have room. Ooh, he squeezes it right.
Yeah, you got to pit.
Well done to Coop.
For those of you who don't know, Matt likes to call Jonathan Cooper Coop. Anyway, we're
under the stream. He gets all the nicknames. And Mike Harney, in that purple and green Porsche, already getting 1x in turn 1 as he follows the red Ferrari. And he's defending the inside. He might have to let it go. And he gives up the position into the bus stop here. As Chad tries to find his way up to the green Lamborghini. Everyone's still doing well in this corner. Tires are more up to temp, so now I don't really see, I wouldn't expect any kind of spins just yet. Maybe when the tires wear more. Well done to Blake Townend and the white and blue Porsche. I love that scheme. Mark Bray making a move on the outside around that turn, it looks like.
It looks like Bjorn wants to come and play. He's going to try and tighten up that gap between him and the Ferraris and maybe try to send it on the front stretch. That Mercedes is quick in a straight line.
Yeah, it's got a big old nose to put right up next to your car too, so make it work.
Leader of the race, Kevin Sandiego, goes purple with a 1:45.4. How about we go back to first lap chaos? You want to look at some chaos, Matt?
Yeah, let's take a look now that things
I
are
know
starting to
you.
settle down.
Everyone wants to see some chaos. So we're at the start of the race here. And we're following
boy.
Michael Johnson, but it looks like second and third.
Oh, and there's where Coop gets his damage. Right off the start, had really no chance to get it out of the way, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
You know, then surprising with that crash happening up or as high as it did, everyone did a pretty good job of staying clean. So let's see what Corey does. Does he just try to get to the inside too fast? I think so.
They both try to send it.
He had to jump on second, but unfortunately, third place was there.
Oh!
That is scary. Nothing but headlights coming at you.
Some pretty positive wreck avoidance going on there from most of the field, but I feel like, what? Well, hold on. What the hell is this? What? What?
Sometimes the fastest way around the track is the shortest distance, and Corey makes his way backwards around the track and into the pits.
All right, well, we're going to pop back live. I have comments on that whole thing right there, but we'll come back to that later on. Right now, we're following on board with Bjorn. Let's check in on our leader, who really isn't having any issues, slowly pulling away from second place. He's already built almost 3-second gap. So
Sherwood is steaming his way up. He's in second, so
Randy has gained 4 positions in the first 4 laps of this race. Jordan lost 1. Greg Tassos has lost a position, and everyone else is holding steady. Other than those who gained a position from that lap 1 incident.
Well done, Randy, in making that BMW be quick. He's if he can get some clean air, it'll be interesting to see if he can start reeling in Kevin. Especially if it looks like Kevin might be getting up onto some lap traffic already. I saw a red car in front of that green Porsche.
We've got a ways to go, but yes, it does appear that Kevin might be catching some lap traffic. All right, there are 46 cars still remaining on track. 46 cars.
Yeah, so still a very packed track, and the pace that Kevin's going, we'll see some lap traffic. You know, Kevin's hoping it won't play into factor too much, but obviously for us viewing, we'd like to see a race up there. So.
We got a nice little train of cars going on right here. Following on board with Kent Kruger, who's less than 2/10 behind Brian Lemke, who's less than 3/10 behind Eric Elkins, who's less than 3/10 behind Keller Greenhaw. So it's a battle, and it looks like every car from the no.
Wrecking in, and another one entering the pits. So obviously the one who spun is going to go get their fast repair, but I'm not too sure why the other BMW is coming into the pits.
Looks like there's going to have to be someone at the end of pit lane raffling off extra fast repairs, because I don't think we have enough to finish this race at the rate we're going.
Yeah, can you transfer fast repairs?
Yeah.
Someone might need to borrow yours.
But Kent is going to try and send it. Oh, never mind. Go for it.
It's a tough place to really want to be just a nose ahead, and also hoping that the guy doesn't try to go too wide.
Kent is gonna get sent on by Chad behind him. Look at his mirror; it's nothing but Ferrari headlight. Not even both, just Ferrari headlight, singular.
Yeah, that's don't look backwards, Kent. All the racing's in ahead of you. As the Ferrari disappeared, he was right next to him there. And I don't think he's gonna be in range to get it done here.
Not with that attitude.
But this just gives Brian Lemke some breathing room as he starts pulling away. Kent has to defend. I know Brian wants to try and catch that pack ahead of him, so we'll see if he can take advantage here. Oh, and I see some more smoke. That might have still been from that spin a lap before.
Looks like the Ferrari in a straight line is fast as he pulls a widening out that gap. Hey Matt, you want to see some accidents?
Let's see some more accidents. Some of the ones that we might have missed.
There are quite a few. Oh, we're back to the beginning of the race, and it looks like John Miller might have just gotten tagged. Or I could be wrong.
Oh,
could be.
And there's a big accident way back there in turn 1. So there was some turn 1 incidences. It looks like the Mercedes had a little bit of help from Ferrari. Got doored and then into the wall. Looks like we have a Audi.
That was what I was taking a look for. It looked like John Miller's Audi might have had some help getting bumped off track as well.
Couldn't quite see it from that angle.
Ooh, that was a full send.
Ooh.
Didn't work.
It's hard to tell from the angle if it was John turning in to around the Lambo or if the Lambo went too deep. But that's tough for John. I believe he was one of ours that had to start from the back because he won last race here.
Nothing he can do there. He just got spun around. That's unfortunate. Looks like his car is still one piece though, so he's got the pace. He'll be clawing his way through the field.
Yeah, get great accident avoidance from everyone after initial contact here. Could have got head on that Porsche, so.
Oh, what? Yeah.
And a 4-wheel drift through the grass.
He saves it.
And he saved it.
But the Mercedes and that Porsche did not. There we go. We're riding on board.
Some turn 1 carnage. And the Mercedes was loose, and the Porsche just helps him around a little bit more.
That appeared the Mercedes was letting up for some track incidents ahead, and not enough space, nowhere to go.
Yeah, that Mercedes looked loose to me too. He looked like he didn't need too much help.
We're back live, and Kent's still holding off Chad. Still only 2/10 ahead. Just checking on some of the other battles on track. Jordan less than a second behind Randy in the second place. Kevin Sandiego still in the lead with a 5-second lead now. Looks like he's catching up to lap traffic, which may be Corey Mitchell.
Yeah, it might be Corey or Coop. I think both are in Ferraris.
Bryson Lee is under attack from Mike Harney. Less than 3/10. That gap has been closing as they run out wide, going into
in his psychedelic Porsche.
Mike is under attack from Brian DeVries though, and Brian has pace. That last lap, he was 2 seconds quicker than Michael. I suspect Michael's going to get past in the next couple corners here.
We'll have to ask Mike if he takes a dab before he does painting and GIMP for his trading paints here. But yeah, it's a Porsche train here. And Brian might be close enough for the tow to get alongside him going into the bus stop. So this is going to be interesting.
No lift. No lift. Michael's running some defense, but it's not going to help.
There, Brian finds his way around. Unfortunately, the draft is just too powerful around here. But if Mike plays his cards right, stays behind him, he can get the same move done on the next lap. But well done, Brian. Way to send it into the bus stop.
Great stuff. Great stuff on and off track. It looks like we can ride on board with Sean. Sean is Lambo on Lambo action here following Andres Garcia. He might try to do the exact same move the next lap and send it.
Man, Sean with his lights on, trying to blind the competition.
Always got to run that endurance package if you got it. I don't know what you guys are doing not running it, bro. You're watching now on Twitch. Again, this is GT3 Sundays for Apex This League. We're 14 minutes into the race here, following along. 46 cars on track. There's 10 viewers here watching. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. I'm here with my best bud, Matt. I'm Tyler. Our co-host, Stan, has been replaced with a robot this week. He forgot he has a real job and left us, so he's fired.
That's it. And if you don't show up, you're replaced with an android. And we're just about 15 minutes into the race as the pack starts spreading out and everyone starts a couple battles here and there, a couple battles of a couple people running by themselves. And it looks like Coop in the background is making a move. I think that was another white Ferrari there on Fendick. So Coop recovering a little bit after initial pit he had to do. Where he had some fender damage from car 3 and 4 getting into each other. So he has to make his way back up the field.
Cooper makes that look easy. Hey, Matt. You there?
Are there more accidents? I hope there are more accidents.
There are more accidents. Would you like to jump to a couple accidents real quick? And we can see...
Let's do it, and I want to see if there's somewhere other than turn 1 where we're going to get an accident. Ooh, Sam...
Is this an accident by yourself? Or is this a lot? Oh, no.
Oh, good thing the engine's in the back on that car.
Yep, that's unfortunate.
So showing some Porsche rally heritage there, just dipping it in the grass. But car looks surprisingly okay. I'll be interested to see if he can, if he goes in the pits or he manages to stay out. This is the oof, and that's the bust out. That is a big hit.
We're done. The car's dead after that one.
Yeah, sorry there for Frank Klein. That is a big hit. You're 5th, going down to 4th gear. So he was definitely had some speed when he hit it. And Chris Miller just letting some of the pack go.
That's not the what. He might just stay a little wide. There we go. That's a lot better. I'm scared now that they're closing on Chris. Chris appears to have a little bit of damage right there. He may just be trying to nurse it back to the pit lane. I'm not sure on his pace. His last lap was not awful. He did a 149. Oh, there it is.
I think he was slowing down for the pits, and the Mercedes kind of helped him around.
All right. We'll come back to some... There are more accidents to view. We'll come back to those later. We're back on board with Sean. Looks like he's lost a little bit of time to the Lambo in front of him of Andres, but they're behind Craig. Craig Tezziter, by the way, and not Craig Green, the admin, and it looks like both Lambos want to get by.
So if it's not Craig Green, does that mean you can send it on him?
Yeah, the only admin you can't send it on is Kent. That's the
Okay. There you go. Clarification on the rules. Send on everyone except for Kent.
I'm looking at the rule book right now. Everyone is fair game except for Kent Kruger and Big Dog Racing. No sends, no touching. Otherwise, you will be judged by a tribunal of 4 admins with what do they say? There are no appeals. All verdicts are final in the court of Apex.
Unless someone comes up with a Lambo skin that says Bigger Dog Racing, then you can send it on Ken.
Talk about sending it. We got a Ferrari trying to overtake a Porsche here, who we're riding on board with Wyatt Goodman trying to pass.
Is that Michael Johnson in ahead of him? He might have it done. He's got the toe. So let's see. He doesn't get there quite in time.
No, I think Wyatt is in front. Roman Bykov is the car behind that's closing up. Is Roman in a new car? Oh no, that's a new skin. Hold on. He's not in a course car anymore. I'm triggered by this.
Are we to Yingling now on the side of his car?
I can't. We're going to have to pause at some point and take a look at what I can't actually read it on the side of his car right now. It's a little.
Is that Anheuser maybe?
Maybe. But if that's the case, why don't you like good beer? That's what it is.
He just went to the parent company, straight to the top. But yeah, I was surprised that that was a big hit. Looked like from a Ferrari going into the wall. Dude, similar to probably what we saw the Porsche do a lap earlier, which touching the grass on the outside will just send you right into the opposite wall. So I didn't get quite a good look of who that is. As we see Roman go into the pits.
Are we doing a pit stop? Is it pit time?
We're halfway through the race, so we might see some people take some early pits. And unfortunately, I didn't quite get any feedback on how much fuel they'll be needing, but they do start out with 40% fuel.
Matt, I believe the pit window is open. We're seeing a lot of cars dive into the pits right now.
Cars coming in. So it'll be interesting to see if anyone mixes up the fuel strategy. As it looks like a Mercedes coming out, followed by Roman in the Ferrari. And see if they get any kind of clear traffic here.
Wrong button. Stand by.
And there's a smoky BMW inside the pits there.
Just a little bit of damage.
And it might have worked out for Roman. He's in clear air, so instead of battling for that position, maybe he can get some hot laps in and maybe pit jump. I think that was Wyatt who was in front of him. So we'll see if that plays into his favor here.
Hey, Matt.
Donovan Smith coming in. I hope you're about to say we have wrecks.
Matt, do you want to watch some more accidents? We've got more.
Some more.
I'm not sure how this counts as an accident. Do we have a pit lane exit accident? Hold on.
Oh, crossing my fingers.
No, his steering wheel is already crooked. I think the accident's already happened. We missed it.
Did miss his accident. Donovan Smith. I believe this is the Ferrari I saw in the background go too wide. It is. He's behind Roman right now. And then hits it. Yep. And that is surely going to mess with your steering. So he uses quick repair. And he's back on track. As we again see Coop marching his way up. Is he going to go into the pits or stay out?
It's pit time, baby.
Pit time.
We got some of the leaders coming out of the pits now. We got a 3-car battle exiting right here.
Jordan Johnson looking good in the Ferrari. As he tries to get around Greg Tassos, he may have the pull there.
Riding on board. It's a race to try to jump some positions exiting the pit lane here. We can pull up the pit times and see who are the big winners and losers so far.
It looks like Brian DeRees with a 13-second pit time.
Let me see if that pays off. Bold strategy, Cotton.
Quite speedy, so he had to have taken way less fuel than everyone.
We're going full send, guys.
So Brian DeRees hypermiling. He's driving a Prius out there if he makes it to the end.
Ooh, and it looks like... Did Craig take some damage? Did he just clip the entrance into the bus stop? Is that what we just saw?
He's certainly got a folded passenger side hood and fender. His steering looks okay.
I'll have to come back and take a look at that in our post-race segment. You gotta keep it.
Mercedes
Just kidding. We're gonna watch it right now.
Let's see that again.
His car is fine before going into the bus stop, guys. That's how committed he was to the send.
Let's see. There, he gives him plenty of space, and he does. He clips it just a little bit. It's that German quality there, holding up.
We're riding on board with Blake, who's chasing down Chad, who's also under attack from appears to be Jonathan. Sorry, not Jonathan. Donovan Smith, wrong car, just behind them and wants to get in on the action. It looks like this is the spot to overtake. Going up to the long straight, get a good run.
Well, it's such a tough spot being on the outside there where the Ferrari was. So probably best to let him by, get the tow. But he's going to have the Red Bull Ferrari that's also going to make a pass on him. Is he going to be just one of them there? Not quite able to get both. But
Nicely done.
Yeah, well done. Donovan Smith being able to take advantage of the hard racing in front of him. And sometimes that's the best place to be. Let them duke it out in front of you and take advantage of the small pickets.
Back with our race leader, Kevin Sandiego has a 10-second lead now.
Yeah, I believe that's lap traffic directly behind him. So Kevin just kind of, easy his way to what looks like another victory.
Out there making it look easy as we fall down the rest of the grid now. Looks like JP is under attack from Christopher Gargano coming out of the pits.
Kevin's going to have quite a lot of hard racing happening in front of him. So they're not going to be too eager to let him by. So I don't quite think it's going to close in that second gap, but he's surely not going to be too happy about it. As we're on board, it looks like with JP and another Ferrari in front of him here, Corey Mitchell. Using a lot more of the track than Corey there. And I don't think he's going to have the pace to get close to him, but he will have the drag after turn one going through that long straight section, which is really just even the S's on that uphill are just flat out on these cars. So he's going to have quite the tow first down this straight and then on the after the turn one straight to the bus stop. So he might be able to make some magic happen here. And likewise to the fight happening behind him with it looks like two BMWs. So manufacturer and some manufacturer action as Kevin making his way up to the race again. These cars aren't going to be as gracious letting him by. They're in a race of their own. Oh, there goes one BMW.
Oh, that was easy.
So that one was easy.
Hey, Matt. Do you want to see some more accidents?
I want to see some hits.
But that's not what I wanted to see. There we go.
Ooh. And I don't think he had any help from the Mercedes. I think he might have just lifted his inside tires too on the curbing on the inside and sort of spun himself here. We go to another crash replay. Lots of cars in the incidences. Ooh. And yeah, you can't squeeze them that much, and that's a shame. Donovan was having a great run, and he actually got around that Porsche. It seems whoever was in the white and blue Porsche was in front of him before that. So tough break as the other BMW gets out of the way for Kevin. So getting a little close. So I take that back. That BMW is not too eager to let Kevin by. I'm sure Kevin's on the radio, shouting, "Please let me by here. I am faster than you." Wow, you'd almost think that BMW's racing Kevin. We knew they weren't going to really let him by, but that is pretty tough.
I'm having too much fun over here, man. You can't hear everything I'm doing, but I'm just having too much fun in the booth. We're going to jump on board with Brian here. Looks like we got a message from Kelly in the chat. Didn't have a lot of fun on this race, unfortunately. Oh, we missed an incident with Eric Elkins. Might have tagged Kelly as he in the beginning of that race. We'll have to commentate on that post-race. We're riding on board, or not on board, on TV cam with Brian. Looks like he's chasing down... Mike, oh, wrong button. What have I done? He's chasing down Craig Ream. 3 tenths, 2 tenths. Oh no, Craig has gone wide. Looks like Brian's gonna get by. Super easy. Maybe he's gonna come back. And Roman Bykov is just behind. Are we gonna get a send? Are we gonna get a send? Think we are, people.
He's got the momentum. Maybe the Mercedes will give him a nice little bump draft here. Or he's going to take it himself. No, well done for the Ferrari. Well done for everyone giving them each other space. That is not a place you want to go off, as we've seen one car really wreck themselves out.
As we see last week's driver of the day, Brian plays a little safe and says, maybe I'll get those positions back later. Let's check the off tracks real quick. And still a lot of people with 0Xs.
Reading Keller Greenhaw's full message, but said it was 2 meatballs and 1 from a 0X, so that's unfortunate. A 0X giving you a repair, and that was Eric Elkins hitting him in the rear as he slowed to hit early on. So that unfortunately, not a good day for Kelly, who is one of our top racers here. A very quick driver. On board with Coop. Hunting down, I believe that's a Mercedes he's alongside. Is that the beat up Mercedes that we saw earlier?
Yes,
Still
I believe that that's Craig's car. Might have just taken a little bit of a tag on that wall. Jonathan Cooper makes that one look easy.
Yeah, Coop is he had an unfortunate start, but he has, besides that, has been really driving well and marching his way up the field again. So sometimes that's just what you gotta do. You just gotta stick it out and keep it going.
And looks like John Miller's internet dropped out. F's in chat, F's in chat.
Oh no.
Hey Matt, guess what?
AT&T discs aren't really the way to go anymore. I hope we have more wrecks here. Are you about to show us something?
We have more wrecks, but we are down into the last 8 minutes of the race here, so we'll just save that for post-race analysis afterwards, because we missed... not missed. There are quite a few incidents that are still happening on track, and we're just going to try to focus on the racing from now to the end of the race.
Yeah, guys, hope you guys stay around for our post-race analysis. It's always fun to see all the craziness that we missed on the live action. And as we kind of break down, casually throw blame at one car or another, whether they deserve it or not. And again, if you throw us money, we will easily blame the other guy for it.
Big movers in this race. Roman Bykov is 2 tenths behind Craig still, sending it down the inside.
Yeah,
or trying
I think
to.
Really, upgrading to better beer is what making the difference for Roman here.
Maybe he just drank less before the race.
Well, if you have better beer, you don't need as much.
Ooh, We're getting
Ooh,
close.
little loose in there, but just keep it clean and keep it tight. He's gonna have the momentum. Don't get too eager through the turns. But that Mercedes is mighty in a straight line. Look at it. Look at it. Just
Admin
keep
goes
its own there.
defensive. What's gonna happen?
Oh, not
Oh.
enough room. And he had a and really took a bad line through there.
Nice work from Craig there.
Defense.
Yeah, that Mercedes looked real mighty down that straight. But I think Roman has the pace to have another look in next lap. But he's not going to have too many left, though. We got about 6 minutes left. Which I think what we'll be doing just about 2 minutes a lap, so not too many to go.
Oh no, we'll have to jump to one incident that I don't want to see, but it looks like last week's driver of the day.
Well, this is the action we saw earlier.
Might have gotten an
no.
X. Hope
Did
it's not
he
true. Oh, looks like
decide to... Oh,
Brian decides to
Brian
turn
left
the
the
computer
oven on and
off.
quickly has to go turn it off.
Mhm.
So we'll see him next week, it seems. Oh, this battle with, or a battle with the, with Roman and the Mercedes carries on. You see Kevin make his way around JP. Let's see, are you able to go back to, was that Roman? Let's see if
Yeah.
he's able to get that pass done.
All right, we can.
Oh, as we see some Lambos. So remember, Troy, try not to send it on the admin too hard. But that is a good pass. Mike Harney might be able to take advantage of this fighting. Kent had to go offline, which is going to give some momentum to Mike as we see him on the outside. Not enough momentum to really get it
wrong sound clip. Mike didn't send it.
done.
I want it back. I can't take that back now. I'm sorry, stream.
5 minutes remaining.
And we're coming to the last 5 minutes of the race here. We'll go back to the close battles. Roman is still behind Craig Ream.
Still, I mean, that Mercedes is too mighty, it seems, in a straight line. Or either it could be a combination of Roman running too much aero, or Mercedes running too little, but it just doesn't seem like Roman's getting a whole lot of advantage on the straight line being in the draft.
Yeah, we'll focus on some other battles here. Troy Banks getting that position done. Let's see
That
who
is
else.
done and dusted. Mike's not too far behind, so. Oh, and there's a BMW in the background. Collecting
back
some
to that.
credits.
Michael Harney is closing in on Brian.
So if he can get a good turn one, he should have a shot going into the bus stop.
Emphasis on should as we come into.
Might have to be a bit closer than that.
Send it, go fast.
Yeah, I think that's a little too far away.
All right, you don't get any stream time if you don't send it. Those are the rules.
Them's the breaks, kid.
Corey is closing in on Dan Fendick.
Having a look. Ooh, Dan goes wide.
That's not wide enough. You can use all that track out there. What are you talking about?
And that might have been a bit of mirror watching because Corey's looking on the inside, but he's nowhere near a threat. So maybe just trying to get Dan's head a bit, trying to get him the mirror watch, take the wrong line.
You just want Dan to see you. That's all. You just want Dan to see you when you're gonna pass him. And if you pass him on the right and he says go right, you probably might want to go left as Corey
I see you.
makes that one look easy.
Ooh. Come on, Dan, send it. You can do it. And I believe that's Kevin San Diego behind both of them. He can't his lap around the track. goes again. I think Dan's gonna be nice and let him go by.
It's
There we
made that
go.
one look easy. See Kevin gaining on Corey. Unfortunately, I believe Corey is the next to get lapped here in the list. Yep, that's him. Could focus on some of the other battles. Steve is just behind Big Dog Racing, it looks like. No, sorry, that's Justin Atkinson. That's the wrong car. Different green Lambo.
Alright, we're at a minute to go, so if you're about to make a pass, make it happen now, because you're going to have no more laps, really, to have anything worthwhile here. So we see Steve.
We're going to get a send here. Last lap, you got to do it.
You got to do it, Steve. You're on stream. I think
Oh,
he feels it. Oh,
he
backed
backs
out.
off. Well, maybe try to get a good run here going. Oh, there it is.
Oh, and the Lambo's going to have to back out. And well played from the Ferrari.
The Lambo's coming back.
Can't quite see the Lambo in the rears. Is the Lambo going to have a draft to come back for another attack?
We're in a DRS mode now, boys.
That
I think
mighty
he's too
V10.
far back. He's too far
Too
back.
far back. There's another straightaway in the back section. After, I believe, the boot, might have a chance. We see Mike Hardy.
Right on board with our
Right now,
leader to
Kevin.
see the finish of the race.
Corey says, I'm not letting you lap me. I want to do all the laps. I paid for all the laps. I'm doing all the laps.
Looks like we're in stoppage time, guys. Kevin just crossed the line with enough time to give us one more fast racing lap.
Yeah, so that is good news for everyone behind him, because there are a lot of close battles happening. So
What?
that is for second. It looks like they both were able to stay on the track. That is going to be one we're definitely going to look at. That from that quick snapshot, couldn't quite tell if that's a racing incident or if someone was trying to be a little bit too desperate through there.
Let's watch it now. Let's just watch it right now as we finish the closing state. This is for second place on the last lap.
Greg is making a move. Ooh. So Greg was in the Ferrari, placing himself. Yeah, that's tough. I believe Greg had the position.
Hold on.
Didn't look like he braked too deep or anything. He was just there.
And it looks like
They're gonna
Kevin
battle it
Sandiego
out.
has crossed the line.
Let's
He's gonna
see
get
if
this one.
second, third though. That's a tight race. Let's see how they round this out. As that wide go really wide there? That's definitely a 1x that wide, but who cares? As you race it to the line, not gonna have enough toe.
Defense.
That's gonna be third place, and that is definitely gonna be a hot topic of discussion. Last lap in the bus stop. I hate to be an admin right now, watching that incident.
I'd love to be an admin. What are you talking about, bro?
That's only because you like to abuse power,
I would never.
as evidence of the new soundboard.
Hmm?
Ooh, Mike, keep it. Don't lose it now with the snap oversteer.
We're riding on with the final battles of the lap.
And just looking at the finishing, is that Roman Bykov? I believe he was battling with Chad. It looks like he's in ninth over Chad.
Yeah.
So he might have found his way around. So we're just waiting for a couple more cars to finish, but man, that is another race that really flew by. Lots of action. Maybe not so much for Kevin Sandiego, but we had a race to the finish for second and third, and quite a few races all throughout. So, love to see it.
And again, our winner, as we go through the race results, Kevin Sandiego makes it look easy with an 11-second lead over second place, Greg Tassos, followed by Wyatt Gooden and Jordan Johnson. Rob Campbell round out your top 5. Followed by Craig Ream, Michael Johnson, Richard Swindells, Roman Bykoff takes that 9th place, followed by Chad Chesnowski. Kent Kruger just able to hold off Michael Harney in 12, followed by Brian Zim, Brian Lemke, Donovan Smith, Jonathan Cooper, Bryson Lee. Come back to Jonathan Cooper. Good recovery there after taking the early pit stop, and Mark Bray rounds out top 18 positions. Buttons are hard, guys. Buttons are hard. Bjorn, Admin Bjorn in 19th place, followed by Steve, Sean, Justin, Andres, Brandon, Corey Mitchell, ending up finishing 25th place after that first lap incident. That's not too bad. JP, Dan, and then Christopher Gargano in 28th place. And 2 more positions, Randy and Brent, round out your top 30. Again, if you want your name mentioned on the stream, do better next time. There were 40 drivers here, and if you were in the top 30, too bad. It's time to look at some accidents. There were a lot, Matt. We missed a lot.
There was a whole bag full of accidents, and I'm just curious to see. I wasn't quite paying enough attention like I should, but our top 3, John Miller, we know he had internet issues. Brian DeVries and Sam Swan, where did they end up finishing? Did they both get wrecked out? I believe they finished quite low.
We'll find out. We'll do some data, or data analysis, as we like to call it.
So remember, guys, for this league, there are points on board for getting the most passes done. So those top 3, not being able to finish, is quite a point lost. Point lost for them not being able to gain all those positions.
As I'm scrolling through, just give me a moment. I'm just trying to make a mental note of lap 1, and we'll go from there. All right, Matt. Let's give the people what they want. I want to see some incidents, right?
Let's see the hits.
Yeah. All right, we're in round 3. Watkins Glen, greatest hits of GT3 Sundays. You guys, as always, don't disappoint.
Yeah, the greatest hits section is the new tag for the post-race section.
Yeah. Yeah.
And John Miller wants to see who spun them so he can protest them here.
Trying to find the green flag. There were accidents recorded before green. I don't think that's accurate. Could be wrong.
It could be just people messing around and possibly dipping some in the grass for fun.
There we go. Let's start with the number 1 incident. Literally number 1, not because it was the worst, but it's what kicked off the start of our race here on stream.
This is a good perspective. Yeah.
Oh man!
Mitchell, he had such a jump on the Ferrari in second place, but he forgot that there's another car to his outside. And just took him for a ride.
We didn't even make it to the green flag. This one is logged. The race started at 21 minutes and 97.97 seconds or whatever, and this was logged at 21 minutes .70. We got to do better, guys.
Nothing. You
Unfortunately,
good day, sir.
Yeah, Corey just
That's fine.
jumping too much. But let's see who got took John Miller out. I know he was one for another turn one. Again, with this many cars, though, well done for everyone to not get into a
Searching
big pile
for
up.
a John Miller.
Yeah, we're what, 3 races in, so we're finally starting to get into a groove and being able to avoid accidents better than maybe the first 2 races. What's wrong with Kent Kruger? Gets through clean. Here we are. I believe we're gonna look for a Lamborghini. Sending it in. Here comes a white and yellow Lamborghini.
Ooh, I think he just got squeezed there. You may or may not get judged for your peers for that, whoever was in that Lamborghini, but
Well, if John Miller likes and subscribes, then it is clearly the Lamborghini's fault.
yeah.
Like I said, we can easily be bought.
Can we just talk about how it was looking like it was fixing to be a 5-car send at the beginning of that? Who's this? That I believe that's Brian. Brian DeVries' car. Yeah. There was some thought in there. They thought about it. Everyone thought about it, or it was just a little too slow.
If you no longer go for a gap that exists.
Yeah, I think that's a racing incident. Unfortunate.
Yeah, it's a tough place to be because I can imagine in the Audi couldn't see anyone on the inside of you.
Let's try and ride on board there.
It's such a sharp angle.
Hey guys, we haven't even made it to turn 1 yet. This
We're mid turn 1.
I'm trying to figure out which car that was, and I can't, cause we're post stream. We're back to how I always do it. Let's cheat.
Let's cheat.
That was Daniel Williams. Unfamiliar, but yeah, it looks. We'll just let it see what it looks like. Yeah, that was tight.
Tough spot. At the very least, he didn't continue to T-bone you. He went around the other side. So it could have been worse. But yeah, tough racing.
Can we talk about Corey Mitchell going backwards on track?
And also crab walking, not just driving, but crab walking his way.
We're gonna have to get the tribunal together. I want to see judgment for this. Is this allowed? Are we allowed to do this? We're gonna. Oh. You know what? Never mind. That car is so fucked. That's unfortunate. So bad. What?
It's a spider crab as he goes up the wall. For entertainment value, Corey, we really would have loved to finish a whole lap.
You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Well, understandable as you get your
Matt,
quick repair.
we've got more accidents to watch, and we've got more.
Mike Harney.
No, and we've also got more sends. We've got more sends. Nice job, Wyatt. Wyatt moves up into third. Sorry, he didn't move up into third. He finished third. That was a very early send in the beginning of the race, riding on board with him. He was one of the big winners. He gained 35 positions this race. He cut through everybody.
Of the day. Done, Wyatt. Shame on you, Mike. You should not let cars pass you that easy. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Riding on board with Wyatt here, just making everyone look like they're in a GT4 car, and he's out here in just a GT1. Sending
John
it.
Miller reminding us that he does have an 8,000 rating, but I still say shame on you, Mike Harney. Don't let him go so easy.
Oh.
You gotta put those elbows out.
Nah, I don't think there's anything you can do about that. It's just
There goes.
Watch him go by. Why it's up like 8 positions on lap 1?
I think Wyatt is our driver of the day.
What? I mean, if you guys drive 5 cars wide, all at the same speed, and just create a literal blockade.
Do we know where Wyatt qualified? Did he bother to set qualifying time?
He didn't set a time.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he won last week or just started at the back going for the old back to front challenge. Oh wait, we don't have that anymore. I believe that's gone. It's only positions lost now, but
okay. So it might have been wrong earlier when stating position points.
yeah, John says he started at the back to race with him. And then John said, "Nah, I'm just gonna go off track over here and crash and leave Wyatt." No, I'm just kidding.
Wyatt did not know that spinning was part of the plan, John.
Yeah.
You gotta let him know that we pirouette in turn 1 and then
We're talking full send after full send. I'm here for it.
yeah, this is definitely the car to watch here. So watch out, Kent. There's always a bigger dog.
Don't panic. Right now, I'd probably panic a lot. Just he's just waiting. We're gonna wait for the send.
Ooh, here. Oh, that would have been
Perfection.
interesting spot to send it around. I haven't seen really any passes on that last turn there. But yeah, get it done in turn 1. Nice and easy.
All right. Clearly, Wyatt's
That's what's
fast.
happening.
We've followed him for several overtakes now. Next week, we'll have to get some more of this action live. Matt, let's give the people what we want. We want to see some wrecks, right?
We want to see some hits. Let's see some controversy. What do we have?
Well, going on here, greatest hits. We're riding with Justin Atkinson. Oh, oof. That is a
Team killer.
a little boop there for good measure, just to finish it off. There's a lot of This is the one with the Mercedes and the Porsche. Yeah, and it looks like the Mercedes just lifted a little there for the accident, and we weren't ready for that one. Oh, whoop, wrong button. Oh well.
See the Porsche go around. Oh, there's the accident.
Oh, what?
And the Ferrari
It's just-
keeps it straight though. Well done.
And Brian says, "Thank you very much. I'm gonna take these positions and keep on
I
going."
knew there was gonna be freebies.
I was told there will be freebies.
Again, Mercedes, tough cars.
Oh.
That one looks broken.
Yep, we got a little crabbing going on, and yep, we're just gonna
Get a tow back to the pits here.
some action we missed on track. Stan decided that he wanted to go be a big boy and do his job. Oh no!
Oh.
What?
Oh, that is a big hit.
We have to. We're gonna have to watch that one again. One more time, guys.
Yeah, there was unfortunately Stan missed out on this one because there was a lot of send. Ooh. I can't. From his angle, was Andrew losing traction then hit, or did the car? Come
Want to
on,
watch it? Do you want to watch it again?
I want to see it from the other car's perspective.
Oh,
Yeah.
hang on. We have that technology. Stand by. We'll enhance. Enhancing.
So that was JP. Where's this go? Well, interesting.
I'm
Don't
not
know.
sure. Yeah, I still don't have any perspective on what just happened there. Maybe from the
JP runs that line, it doesn't look quite like the Ferrari has enough room. Let's see that from above. This is the angle.
Has netcode entered the chat? Yeah.
No, the Ferrari did. He lost it. Yeah, it looked like he lost
God.
it in a Ferrari on the outside. The nose came into the
Fortunately,
center of the track.
JP lost out more than he should have right there. Anyway, well, we've got more incidents. Riding on board with Chris Miller.
Chris Miller, everyone on edge after they see what that.
Oh,
there's your badge for John Miller. There
that
you go.
you're
Unfortunately,
that's
Chris, you don't have to seppuku yourself onto the wall.
it's the same incident from a different perspective.
Yeah, that's
I want to see
is
it.
that a bit of net code as well? No. I think just wasn't expecting the Lambo to go, so might have been pitting.
Netcode. What kind of netcode do you want to call this?
The no net code. He looked like he nailed him.
And
he nailed him. The Lambo just was not going through with enough speed. Or at least enough speed that the Ferrari was expecting. So it's interesting. I wonder if the Lambo was trying to pit and maybe didn't get on radio.
I think Daniel right there was kind of just minding his own business. And anyway.
Just fortunately driving slow with faster guys behind him.
Yeah.
But way to just keep everyone, let them pass by and then get back on track.
I don't have a banana peel sound, but I need one now, because that's exactly what happened.
Oof. And that was Sam Swan. So that was one last week. Oof.
This is the same accident. It just keeps happening. There's like 3 entries in the log for that one.
I believe someone put. I think John did put a hit on that Lambo, paying people a Dogecoin.
Are we? No, we're dead.
So we finally got a wreck in my turn where I thought there was gonna be one. Looked like a solo wreck from Steve there. Jordan Johnson was one of our top runners for quite a while. Finished 4th.
Oh, woof, dangerous.
And, dangerous place, but kept it going. It's so easy to do there, just to track out too wide as you're trying to keep up with the car in front of you.
What a send.
Kept it going.
Seeing some of our past battles here, not just Rex. Looks like Brian Lempe is gonna get. Oh, that's the one we saw with. We were told about with Eric. Sorry.
I don't think we get back to that. So.
Yeah, I said we were coming to look at a pass, and I gave you a surprise wreck. You're welcome.
Right in front of Kent.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check me out on Twitch or YouTube. Name's the same. Oh no! I think the car in front was just slowing down.
This is for the pits.
Common incident this race. I'm guessing no one's calling out going into pit entry, or
that's what it seems. And on this track, you really need.
I mean,
everyone's hitting apex.
Where do I want? I want the cockpit view. I don't think. I mean, I know this is a simulator, but on a track like this, you might have to let people know you're going extra slow in a corner where it's not really that slow.
I really wanted to give him a speeding penalty for entry into the pits.
Yeah.
Sammy, you are wrecking the car.
Hate to see that happen to our good bud Eric. Eric has taught me a lot on how to do this broadcast so I can bring it to you guys while he can go out and race. But he has had some bad luck in the first 3 races.
And John Miller just let us know that he can't sub to you on Twitch, and I
Wow.
believe that's because Tyler is
I'm
not
basic.
yet. He's too basic.
Yeah,
He doesn't have enough friends to follow him or watch his streams.
that's fine. I
when
don't
he
do it
plays
for the
his
follows.
Wii games.
We got more accidents. We got more incidents.
So, and stick around.
We got more
Other
passes.
iRacing.
We got some more action. Yeah, thank you for the sub there, race to win. And
If you
yeah,
guys are
John.
enjoying this, just wait till he streams Doki Doki Literature Club. It's a fan favorite as well.
Yeah, right. I do have 50 followers on Twitch. I don't think I have enough views for times I stream or something. I don't know. Not important. Who really cares about all that stuff of being famous and getting to play video games for a living and not having to go work and be miserable? Can't relate. Anyway. Beardzilla says burr burr burr. I will maybe do this Thursday's LMP race, and then unfortunately, speaking of work, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it work Thursday for the rest of the season. I don't know if I'm going to race it or if I'm going to stream it. Tune in on Thursday to find out. All right, Matt. More incidents. What happened? What? That's not an incident. This is, though. Daniel's gonna go full send into the bus stop, clips the wall, gets an off track, but keep nope, doesn't keep it together. That was a lie.
Tough race for Daniel.
It looks like we got Chad joining the chat for post-race fun. Welcome. I think this is the highest viewer count we've ever had at one time, Matt. We're up to like 17, 18 people watching actively. Don't say anything stupid.
I crack under pressure. I don't want to know the numbers. But yeah, tough break for Daniel tonight. Found himself in a lot of hard spots, but you know, just gotta get those races done. Get them and have a memory of a goldfish, as they say. As we have John Miller, yes, go get some sleep. Thank you for the race. See you next or Tuesday, Thursday.
Hey, Matt.
Oh, please just tell me we have some epic crashes.
We got some passes and we got some more wrecks.
Frank Klein doesn't look like he's set for a pass. Is this the big hit in the bus stop? I think we saw live. Oh, it is.
That is it a team kill if you kill yourself?
Oh no.
Yeah, sure, why not? We'll call it that.
Or harakiri or whatever they call it in Japanese, but he definitely self-suicided himself into there.
Riding on board with Salmon, what looks like the Proton Racing Porsche here. I don't know why.
He was our top 3 last week. Tough. It seemed like he had also had a tough race.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the event logged there, but it logged something.
It may have been an off track.
Riding with Chris. Chris Miller is giving the flash, or getting the flash. And then Chris says, "Sure, bro, I'll move out of the way so you can go by," and lets him go. That was very. I don't know, maybe.
I think we saw this live, and that was.
Well, Chris might have been lap traffic. Yeah.
It's difficult to know when to let people by, but when you're going that slow, you know, you might make some more trouble.
That's fine. Get a little practice, do a few more laps. Next week, you'll probably be right there on pace. Not an issue. Oh, no, never mind. And
Mercedes, Chris had good intentions, but unfortunately was just going too slow, and there was just so many cars. It's tough place to be.
Eric is in here with a big battle. I think this is when he dived into the pits and said, "All right, I've had enough with this broken steering. We're gonna get this fixed, guys."
It looks like Eric's saw his car go up. He might forgot to uncheck his tires or getting tires. Forget if these cars get
This was
fuel
a
and tire at the same time.
very long pit stop. Eric's was it's still going. 27 seconds, 28 seconds. All right. I'm tired of watching. Next incident.
Oh no. Eric said, "Give me all the fuel. How much you got? I'll take it all."
Riding on board with Brandon. I don't think Brandon passed anyone. So there's going to be a solo accident.
And then my favorite turn, they're downhill. Again, especially the Porsches, they get light in the rear.
And it's a 8-point turn to get that car turned around and back in the right direction. But nice work, and the car's
powers your way out of there.
The car's in one piece. That's all that matters, really. Like, hey, live to fight another day.
Oh no, are we seeing another incident with Eric? No, he seems fine. Oh, getting close to the grass. Oh, that'll buff out. You'll be fine. Oh, or you can come to a stop. I think Eric said he had enough.
Eric's gonna need some change in luck. He's gonna maybe ask Verstappen to I don't know, tweet at him or something. Just give him a little bit of luck. He's had the worst of it these few races here, and I hate to see it. Like, genuinely, that's
Eric just is just working out the cobwebs. We have faith.
Yeah, watch him come back and win the championship and be like, "I'm back, bitches."
I'm back.
Does Mercedes have any rally heritage?
I don't know.
Did the old PC shut down mid?
Did he bother to turn?
Can we go back more?
I'd love to go on board and just see his wheel.
Ask and you shall receive. On board, you get it. Lock up? I mean, no, these cars have ABS. I don't think you can lock. Oh no,
nope.
That was legit. Forgot where he was on track, maybe, or the computer blacked out. I know that happens sometimes if you have VR or something, and just oh well. Yeah. Oh, and Coop goes for a little drift.
Losing it in, again, my favorite corner. This is such a tough one. You'll nail that corner lap after lap, and then just one time it'll bite you. As we see, Frank Klein, is this post big hit Frank Klein?
Yeah. Both walls. Oh no.
Oh, he was just happy to make it through the bus stop.
He's still trying to get it going. There we go. Love to see it.
I believe, is this what he cuts the, no, he doesn't cut the boot.
I think this is after he cut the boot, but I could be wrong. Your favorite corner got a lot of people, Matt. We just
Once it just missed it. I was really worried. Maybe I was just bad at that corner, but it seems like I'm not the only one that has issues with this corner. Like I said, you can nail this corner lap after lap, and then out of nowhere, it just seems to bite you. Just a little bit off your normal line.
Maybe this is what you were talking about. Another off track? No, man. I think that BMW might have just been knocked out of alignment a little bit there, and just tough way to continue going. Car looks very hard to drive at this point in the race. Might have to pit, and maybe he did pit. I'm not sure.
Is he gonna let the Ferrari go?
Nope.
Must be. There he
Here we go.
goes.
All right, let's see. We got some legit good passes going on here, though. Chad's in chat. We'll let Chad relive the... Oh, no. I think this was Brian passing Chad on the inside of turn 1. Full send.
Oh my.
Not sure why Brian might have legit left the stove on or something, because he was doing well in this race and just said, I quit, and parked it at some point.
Yeah. Or maybe Santa came late and he had to open the door for him here. Here's Keller Greenhaw, another, again, a fast driver.
I think Kelly's in our chat right now. If you want to explain what happened, I think he just also had enough and said, I'm out. Continuing
I
on.
know Kelly told us earlier that he was not having a good race, but too sure why he left.
Let's see. See some more sends from Donovan. Set the mood. Oh, man.
Oof. Oof.
Is he going to go 3 for 1?
Invincible.
And Wyatt,
Tag in the back of Roman.
it was Roman trying to let someone by it. It's an odd place to really slow down.
Invincible.
But now he continues racing Wyatt. So not too sure what was happening. Roman might just be getting used to the higher potency of the better beer.
Oh, man.
Wyatt is all over him. Roman's keeping it clean, staying in front. This is quite a view. I think he's easily going to have it done here in turn 1.
No. Roman Bykov is fighting back. Don't give
I think
Roman
he's
some
too
credit,
wide,
bro.
though. He's way too wide.
It's not over till it's over, baby. Okay, it's over.
Yeah, I was about to say we should see a Ferrari in the rear view, but I wonder if Roman has enough room to send it. Wyatt will probably guard the inside. No, stays outside. And then Porsche too strong. Maybe Wyatt is just running a lot lower downforce and can hang with him on the straightaways.
Yeah. Every time I'm like, man, maybe I can give GT3 cars a try. Then I'm just like, yeah, I probably suck. Shouldn't do that. Well, it looks like Andrew's car has got a little bit of damage. Did we catch whatever happened to Andrew? I'm not sure we did. Did Andrew somehow trick the software and, or maybe I just forgot. I believe CJ is, Craig the admin.
Yeah, I like this anonymity that we get with usernames in the chats. You never know who you're damning right in front of them.
About 2/3 of the way through the race. Up, we saw that one already.
We saw that disconnect. At least his brakes were working, because that could have been a lot worse if you rolled back through track. So tough break, Jason. Hope it wasn't something serious happened with your equipment.
The
But
rear
thank you for
wing
not
on
rolling back through track.
the rear wing on Sam's car is not to spec. We'll say that just based on. It looks like
I believe that's the new wavy design. It's like a fish. It's faster.
I believe last week at Coda the software was just tagging all types of nonsense as wrecks, and this week it might have missed some of them. Right on board with Brian here. Oh, going into pits. Craig stays out. Or sorry, Brian stays out, gets a couple positions. Says, I'll take that. Thank you very much.
Well, I guess that's just more passes as people go in the pits. And I don't know if you're able to bring it up. Did we have anybody with a 0x?
Yes. We had several 0x. I believe Kevin Sandiego was the first one, being a race winner. And then Craig Green with a 0x. Richard Swindell's 0x. He does that quite often. Bryson Lee. And then we got Dan Fendick with a 0x and JP down in 26 with 0x. I can't see
Sherwood looks like down in 29th.
Yeah, man.
And Blake Harney with the 0x. I believe that's just because he didn't send it hard enough.
Yeah, Michael was pretty sad this week. No sends. I even gave him like 30 seconds of stream time and everything for free. Gave him that friend discount, and what'd you give me? Not a single send. Not here for it.
Flat.
Yeah.
The tap water of waters.
Not here for it. All right, back to crashes. All right.
Randy Sherwood. Well, we know Randy had a 0x.
Yeah, we've seen this one.
Maybe the software is wrong.
Yeah.
Because Randy showed a 0x.
Did he show a 0x?
Surely on my screen.
Did he show a 0x?
So we may be wrong with the 0x.
Yeah, maybe.
Because that was certainly not.
Thank you.
Randy, if that's not a 0x, Randy, please share your hacks with us.
Yeah. So we got more people joining us now in the YouTube chat, so I believe they're probably rewinding to go batch. That's fine. We still got 11 people here on Twitch with us. Welcome.
If we can take Randy's hacks and Kevin's grip hacks, I think we'll be Coke Series drivers in no time. But Elliot Gorberg with the Batman Ferrari. Too much action there. What do we have with Donovan Smith?
Nothing.
I think Donovan had a bit of a heartbreak of a race as well. I think we saw him get spun.
Wow, Michael coming from the top rope trying to come for me. Do I know what a... Bro, please, check every season you and I have been in together and see who has less X's. And who's placed higher than you. Can't come for me. Rude AF.
Come on, Mike. Do you even know what top 10 is? Come on, man.
I've got the receipts. I'll pull it up right now. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not like that. All right, let's see.
Keep picking on him. He's going to join us in Discord and really start yelling at us on stream.
Frank Klein again? Is this one that we already saw? Yes, we did. No, nope. This is a new one. This is a new one. Oh man, it's okay.
I think driver of the race goes for Frank because he's had a lot of incidences, but he really
I think
was
that
making
one.
an
I think
effort to make it to the end.
that one might have been his last life, though. As he calls it quits after. Unfortunately, after that. All right, well. The Heritage in the Flying Lizards Porsche. Josh Thompson. That's a new name for me. I'm not sure. I don't recognize it. I'm not sure if you do, Matt. But does the right thing and stays out of the way. Can't get that car turned around. Oh, never mind. He jumped to the pits.
Get it towed. Maybe I thought it was too damaged. It looked okay to get back around the track. I'm surprised.
I think he was just stuck where he was and didn't want to turn the car around
might have had
there.
a shortcut. The pit entry's right there next to him, but
That one's tough. As soon as you think it's clear to pull out, and then next thing you know, it's
that might
judge.
have been the safer choice rather than ruin someone else's race.
Then it becomes judgment time, and next week you're at -10.
As we see in his rear view, just a BMW's on fire. Yeah, the tow truck driver was a very busy person today. I hope he got all the tips. Oh, Bryson Lee sending it.
No, we're gonna.
Oh,
what?
oh what a dive!
What a send!
That might be the move of the race. I know we saw a lot of good passes, but
hang on.
to send it into the pit lane. Ooh. Are we gonna have to read the rule book about?
No, that's.
From
Did he cross the line?
Passing over the solid yellow line?
I don't think iRacing registers that because it's a corner apex. So you just have to enter the pit.
May not, but, dude,
no, you can't just. You're just making up rules. You just want
a clear view of this, so I'm curious to see what his
no.
ruling is. Is it fair play or?
I don't. Do you think Kent even was aware that this was about to happen? I mean,
not at all. Not
just
a bit.
Just minding his own business. And we're sending it. If there's a pass of the day, that definitely goes to. I've already forgotten who it was.
With him to see if he had a speeding penalty. I would really.
Sure, we can.
If he does not have a speeding penalty, that is top tier.
Yeah.
Let's see if he gets out of the box before Kent. I think we'll have our answer.
Oh yeah!
My God.
Not a single what a move!
Pass of the day. Wow.
Invincible.
Just no words.
We gotta check it one more time. I just want to see it.
The big brain move. That was a full send.
Yeah. He's just minding his own business. We're gonna go around the outside. You're too slow, big dog racing. You're too slow. I'm the bigger dog tonight, baby.
The slowdown codes are up here, sir. We don't have to stop until here.
All right. Yeah. I'm glad I clicked on that. That was just him entering the pits. It didn't log as a pass at all. Back on track. Let's see. Richard Swindells might have got a position going in the pit lane. Or the software's just lying to me. Yeah. All right. Continuing on. What do we got here? Same incident. All right. It's definitely the pit window, though, as everyone comes in right now. Yeah, look at that. Everyone's in the pit lane at the same time. As it looks like Troy Banks out on track doing what Troy Banks does, somehow uses less gas than everyone else and just gets another lap or two on under his belt. Love to see it.
Just a lot of hypermiling there.
Yeah, a lot of drivers short field. We're hearing from Craig in the race. I don't know how you guys keep doing that, but keep it up for next time I race with you guys, because I never do that. So that's what we call freebies.
Yeah, it's interesting because there's a lot of hard racing happening. At the same time, people are short wheeling. So,
Like, are you guys using what's that thing called? Where it does the fueling for you?
fuel hacks.
No, the software. I can't remember what it's called. A lot of people use it, but I don't, because the overlay just tells me what to fuel. But yeah. Anyway, continuing on. Watch on board after Wyatt does his lap coming out of our pit stop. Crew chief, that's what it is. A lot of people use crew chief, but every time someone says, hey, you should check out crew chief, the next race they'll be like, man, crew chief shorted me out of fuel. Like, that's why I haven't installed it. I was like, well, what I seem to be doing seems to work, so is it maybe? I don't know. And a lot of people just try to gain that last second or two. That's all the difference sometimes in these races for a couple positions, and just cutting it short maybe.
Yeah, I like to lean on the more conservative side of the fuel load, seeing as I have a lead foot.
Wyatt's just full send in the bus stop. Every time I tried that in practice, I ended up very dead. What? Come on. All right, we're like in a part of the race where everyone's overlapping, taking fuel.
It overfuels, crew chief does.
Yeah. Isn't being overfueled better than being underfueled?
Well, it just depends on how much you enjoy hypermiling.
Not at all. Not even a little bit, if I'm honest. I tried to do that the very first race in the RS3, and I got so mad I won't drive the RS3 again on Tuesday nights. See Roman put a little bit of counter steer going into the bus stop there. That's full send.
Wow.
I don't know if we had a driver of the season. I remember when Roman started, and he's a lot faster now than what he was when he first got here. Full send. They're never going to let you pass easily. Great defense. But doesn't like good beer. I don't know. It's like two pros and a con.
I think he's a man seeking improvement because he's working his way up. So he's improving all aspects of his game, including the beer, it seems.
And we're still in the pit window here. And this was part of the battle. I believe we followed towards the second half of the race.
Yes, with the white and purple Porsche. If I recall, I don't believe it really ended too well for the Porsche. As you see him, it looks like cutting right out in front of Mike Harney.
This is where Kent runs that defense against Mike Harney, and Mike Harney just settles. Says, I'm not going to send it. I'm not about racing.
Defense.
Yeah, top 12 for me.
Yeah. Nice work, big dog. Oh, it keeps showing me all these passes in the pit lane. I'm not here for it. Come on.
This This is F1. We're not here for pit lane passes. Ooh.
And Daniel says,
Finding the off track out there.
I think
Or
that
maybe
was
just be
a,
letting him by.
yeah, that was a strategic move since he was it looks like he's a lap down at this stage of the race. Hey, Matt. Let's see some wrecks.
Oh, the Beamers. Seems okay. Oh, he's got track wide. Oh, yes. Oof. Ooh, almost collecting. Was that Corey Mitchell?
Yeah, I think that would have,
that car looked a bit broken.
Corey would have been extra mad for that one, I think. Let's see some passes here.
It's they let Michael Johnson go.
Yeah. That was a lap traffic pass. I'm saying, let's see some legit pass. There were some battles here at this stage of the race, I think.
This might be Sam Swan.
Nope, we're still seeing these late pit stops. Sorry, guys. Well. There we go.
Here we go. Andres on the inside.
Oh,
this is where he loses it. And I think just too much curving took the car around. Was he? Ooh, what a send behind the Lambo.
I think that was a send and a left depart the track. Could be wrong. Let's find out. Let's cheat.
Yes, let's cheat a bit here.
Who we got? All right, one more car.
So this is Blake leading Bryson.
That's a send.
He's should still unfortunately outside, but the Porsche has to tuck in because of the lap traffic. Bryson just makes his car as wide as possible down the middle of the track. What are we gonna see? A white Porsche on the inside? No.
No. Oh, maybe. Hang on. Let's
He's got to be alongside him there.
He's there. Oh no! What? I think we just witnessed. We missed.
Witnessed a murder.
We witnessed a crime. We're just gonna stand by.
Oh no!
Oh, what?
I believe we saw this live.
Did we? Oh, I forgot already. You guys gave me so much content. We're like approaching a 2-hour stream here. We gotta hurry up and get through here. What happened? What happened?
It was Donovan Smith, and the Ferrari was having a good race. Oh, and the Porsche just gets.
I think the outside Porsche just gets a little, gets a little slidey. I don't think that might have been Blake Townend. Yeah. Unfortunate. I don't think it was intentional. Just hard racing. Lost the back end there. And well, maybe close the door on him.
Turned in. Yeah.
Well,
unfortunately, he left the gap, and if you leave a gap, someone's gonna put it in there. And wow, he really lost a lot of spots. Tough racing. Unfortunately, Mike Harney not there to take advantage, as we see him trailing in the back.
yeah. Learning about how crew chief works. You guys aren't selling me on it. I don't know. All right, Matt. There's more to see. There's more to see. We're getting towards the end of the race now.
Justin Atkinson losing it. That's kind of an odd spot. I believe they lose it. I haven't quite seen it.
That's a great spot. You're right in front of pit lane. Justin decides to stay out. Yeah, he stays out. All right.
Wheel looks straight.
I think Donovan's Ferrari might have some damage post. Oh, and doesn't want to turn left anymore.
Turning left.
We're just gonna knock it back into alignment there. Keep on going.
Keeps it out. Says, you know what? It's a line now. Right. Break. Ooh, there's a lot of damage on that side of Mercedes.
Yeah. Well, Brian just entered the pit lane, and then it told me afterwards Brian crashed. Did Brian Bennett on pit exit at the same time? Oh, no.
They just come to a stop. No one collects him. He's kind of in a precarious spot because the other cars are going so much faster. And look, here comes more.
Oh, no. The
What
front
are
of
you
Brian's
gonna
car
do?
is very
My guy's
broken.
gotta stop.
Did he enter the pit lane like this is what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah, I believe he did.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
All right. Might have forgot to check that fast repair and just called it quits. Well, some more on-track battles here. Here we go.
Ooh, Lamborghini got too much grass. Not too sure if I would rally my Huracan.
You're just not ready to send it hard enough.
I know.
Steve gets a pass done and then goes right into the pits. Says, I'll take my gas and fuel now. Or fuel and tires. Oh no. More incidents. We'll ride on board. Oh, hold on. Before we continue with that, there may be a little bit of damage here. Do you see anything wrong
It's just normal Porsche behavior, isn't it? Is that what happens when your IMS bearing blows?
No, it's far worse when the IMS bearing goes out. But yeah, that's where Blake calls it quits.
Well, at least his wheel's straight now.
Well, guys, I think we're
There's a Ferrari out there in the in the middle of the turn. Get it going again.
I think we're getting to the end of our race here, race event. Not much else going on as we see Corey Mitchell. Sorry, Christopher.
Ooh, I think we saw that one as well. Some muscling between the two BMWs.
We saw that live, I believe.
The other BMW gets a bit of damage.
Ooh, oh, no.
That way.
He didn't. They didn't touch. That's you goofed.
Yeah.
You played yourself on that one.
It's definitely too far back to send. As that might be a cut penalty for Christopher. Let's see if he slows down too much. He might be able to shave it off.
I think it was a valid attempt for a send, but not maybe a little too late, and he decided to back out, not to take out a fellow racer there. But then, yeah, that wasn't Christopher. That was the full send, though. That was who was the driver behind?
Stand by. Fendick behind him?
No.
At this point, no.
Maybe.
Sherwood. And we're also being asked if there was if we showed the Brian Lemke a couple laps before the finish.
Brian Lemke. We'll find it if it's here towards the end of the race. I haven't seen any crashes in the log with Brian yet.
think it was netcode, so hopefully it registered. Maybe netcode crashes don't always register.
Riding with Brandon. I think Brandon's going to do a little bit of heritage coming into your favorite corner, Matt. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, full drift. Back it in. Ooh. I think this is, ooh. It's just stuck. Oh, here's a Brian Lemke. Yeah. Interesting.
Oh, I think that's got to be the incident.
That must be. Let's get another view of that. Doesn't look like netcode from that view, but maybe from the Ferrari? Tell?
Let's go.
Brian might be shutting the door a little early there.
No.
Oof.
Nah.
There's
There's some
there's
touch. There's some touching going on there.
I think closing the door a bit early there, you know. Chad could have been more to the inside, but I don't think he had to be.
You might get judged by a peer committee for that one. Moving on.
Yeah, I mean, for me, that's on Brian, but I don't know.
What happened to Daniel here? Yeah, Matt, you love to blame the car that's in front for the accident. You'd make You'd make a great investigator for fucking Progressive or Geico. Yeah, it was your fault. You should have ran the red light with that guy. Like,
yeah, go.
Oh no! I think that's just a little. Yeah, that was just a little. Maybe a little reaction to the wiggle from the car in front. No, got on that curb, lifted that inside wheel, and that's it. We're drifting.
Luckily, no one was there to collect them because you can't quite see always on the right-hander.
Oh. This different? No, it's the same one.
Same one. Just reversed and then back into it.
Oh man!
You jumped. Hang on. Oh, not hanging on.
Oh,
up, Mike. And that ended better than I thought it was going to be honest.
That was full
backbreaker.
Almost caught it, and then iRacing says, "You thought." This is iRacing. we don't let you catch slides. Oh man, one more time. Troy did everything right after that. Just get in the car airborne. Cuts, corrects, gets the car back, and yeet.
How would you like this snapback over here? Yeah. I mean, that really did end better than I thought it was. At least he hit the rear of the car.
I think Troy did everything he could, and the game was just very cruel.
Ooh, as Andres decides the four-wheel drift. And that's a pretty easy accident to have.
I think Andres had the best off there all day. He slid and kept it rolling, barely lost any time. And we saw this one.
This one live.
Yeah.
Well, guys, to me that's a weird spot to go off. Must have been a lot of tire wear.
Bad setup.
In practice.
Don't forget, it's open setups this season, and if you're like me and you can't set up a car, sometimes they're just miserable to drive on parts of the track that should be pretty easy. But
iRacing default, why try?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you could get a fast setup that eats tires.
I'm not sure where. Oh, Daniel calls it quits. Or wait, hold on. Did Daniel just cut the track?
I think Daniel, a big brain move.
Pause.
The fastest way around the track.
Cut the
is
music.
The shortest distance around the track.
I started playing the closeout music because I thought we were done. But what the fuck was this? Daniel says, nah, I'm done.
Daniel, I hope you got on the radio and said, hey guys, did you know that there's a shorter way around this track?
I don't know if you guys discovered this, but there's some cones blocking part of the track that really just...
This is the Mario Kart Rainbow Road secret shortcut right here.
Bruh.
And he keeps going, what? Okay. There's no way that's not a... Judgment!
Did not finish last.
I think Daniel's gonna retire the car?
I think
Nope.
this was our last lap.
Well, maybe. And I think that's the end of the race for real now, guys. Yeah. Well, again, thanks for sticking around with us for this post-race hour of, what do we call this? The greatest hits of Apex? We'll call it something. I'll get a graphic for it or something. Yeah. Well, again, congrats to Kevin, Greg, and Wyatt, our podium finishers for the race. If you weren't on a podium, well, next week, try to do better. I don't know. Anything to add to that, Matt?
There is a better you inside just waiting to break out. But yeah, join us next week. We're at VIR. A very tough course with hopefully we have a lot of cars at that one. And then Tuesday is TCRs and Miatas at Watkins, and Thursday is spaceships, LMPs.
LMPs, that might be, I might have to try and drive the LMP race because it might be my last one for a while. But again, tune in, find out if we'll host, and if we make it to another week of streaming, the more followers we get, the more I'm inclined to keep doing this. But I don't know, maybe next week I'll just quit. Maybe I won't. Maybe Stan will come back to us.
Stan has been replaced by the soundboard.
Yeah.
Established. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Till next time.